Um, Good morning, class. Again, welcome to the School of NBSC and NSSP for the crash course. And today we are going to end up with the most important topic in the medieval period, in the medieval India. And the Mughals. Okay. Today we have just two dynasties, and this is the most important dynasty of the medieval India, which is known as the Delhi Sultanate, and the other is the Mughal dynasty. Two dynasty, I'm going to focus the major dynasty. As I've been telling you, medieval India is a very small topic. Okay, we have just two dynasty, and if you focus more on this topic from the preliminary points of view this year, you can expect at least 10 questions directly. Okay, so today I will try my best at least for 2 hours. Okay, I will try to highlight the most important part, the most important battles, the most important events, and some of the greatest king like Muhammad bin Tughlaq, Akbar, Alauddin Khilji, Jahangir, Shah Jahan, and Aurangzeb. And this is how I'm going to end the topic for today. And tomorrow, lastly, tomorrow also I have one topic, that is the Marathas. Marathas, and in the South India, I will discuss about the Vijayanagar and Bahmani kingdom. Two small dynasties that rule over India when the Muslims were ruling over part of India. Remember, medieval India is all about the coming of the Muslim and how they established their role in India and how they rule over India. And during this time, some Indians will challenge the Muslims. So I'm going to discuss that tomorrow. So today, just focus on these two topics: the Delhi Sultanate from 1206 till 1526. Right after the end of this dynasty, we will see the beginning of the Mughals. That is from 1216 to 1258. So after this, we will see the coming of the British, modern India. After the Mughals, the British will capture India and they will rule till 1947, which we will start by Saturday. From Saturday, I will try to highlight more on the modern India. Okay, so as of now for today, just focus it, the Delhi Sultanate. Okay. Under the Delhi Sultanate, we will come across the reign of 5 dynasties. The slave, the guilty, the Doglak, the Shahid, and the Lodi dynasty. Okay. 5 dynasties will roll over the name. The name is known as the Delhi Sultanate. Now you will be confused. Why so many dynasties under one Delhi Sultanate? Because of like this. Just remember. See. During the reign of this dynasty, the nobles were very powerful. Okay, nobles are intellectual people, just like a professor. No. Okay, so these nobles are very influential people. These nobles are very influential people. So remember, what I want to tell you is that whenever the king becomes weak, whenever the Muslim king becomes weak, his noble is going to kill the king, and he or she will found a dynasty after his own clan. Just like you are from Sima, you form the Sima community. You are Nagas, but under the Nagas, you have Aus Angami dynasty, Aus dynasty, Pujari dynasty, or Lota dynasty. Like that. Why is he slave? Because formerly I was a slave. Why guilty? Because my father is from that clan. Okay, so everything is same, but just the clan is different. That's why you have 5 different names. Whenever the king becomes weak, his noble is going to kill the king. After that, he will find a dynasty after his own clan. Okay, like that, even though they are all Muslim, but the name is different. So slave, Kirji, Doglak, Shah, and Lodi. 5 dynasties will rule over 1206 till 1526. Almost 3 centuries. Okay, they are going to rule over India. And remember, among these 5 dynasties, it was the Gilchi who ruled for the shortest period of time. It was the Gilchi who ruled for the shortest period of time. And it was the Doglak. It was the Doglak who ruled for the longest period of time. Alright. It was the Doglak who rules for the longest period of time. Because of that reason, this Doglak dynasty is more popular because they rule for the longest period of time. Remember, their capital is Lahore. Okay, their official capital is Lahore, but the capital keeps on changing. But Lahore is their official capital. Persian is their official language, and their religion is Islam. Islam is the religion of the Delhi Sultanate. Okay, Islam is the state religion of the Delhi Sultanate. And revenue is 1/3. These kings are Muslims, so they will demand more. If you produce 3 kg of rice, you have to give 1 to the king. That shows that they are very harsh now. They are not Indians. That's the reason they are going to demand more. In the ancient period, it was 1/6 or 1/4. But since they are Muslim, they are outsiders, they will demand more to the Hindus. So you have to give 1/3 of the produce to the king. Ratio is still important. The land revenue ratio is often asked. In the ancient it was 1/6. Here comes the 1/3 now. More harsher now. So this is all about the basic introduction. So as of now, we will go separately. Okay, we will go separately. We will first start with the slave dynasty. The first dynasty in the Delhi Sultanate is the slave dynasty. slave dynasty, the first Delhi Sultan dynasty was founded by Qutbuddin Aibak. Okay, and Qutbuddin Aibak has taken the name slave. So why slave? Don't you think a slave will become a king? So let's see, why slave? Remember, actually, Qutbuddin Aibak was a slave, okay, who was bought in the market of Central Asia. Muhammad Ghori, who established the Muslim rule in India in the year 1206, okay. It was Muhammad Ghori who established the Muslim rule in India, but something has happened. What has happened? Qutbuddin Aibak was bought as a slave in the market of Central Asia, but from a slave, he was a capable person. Okay, from a slave, he became a commander of Muhammad Ghori, and when Muhammad Ghori died, again, he was too skillful. So Qutbuddin Aibak, the servant and commander of Muhammad bin Dawla, has founded a dynasty in India. And since I was a slave before, I will found a dynasty named after my own former profession, known as the slave dynasty. But remember, actually this Qutbuddin Aibak was not a slave. He was not a slave. This person was not a slave. He was from Mamluk dynasty. Qutbuddin Aibak was not a slave. He was not a slave. Just like Joseph in the Bible, Qutbuddin Aibak was sold by his family members in the market, or else he was not a slave. Actually, he was sold in the market. That's the reason Muhammad Ghori has bought him as a slave, or else he was also from a dynasty known as the Mamluk dynasty. So from implicit point of view, if in the option slave dynasty is not there, go for Mamluk. Slave and Mamluk are same. It's slave dynasty or Mamluk dynasty, the first dynasty to rule over India in the medieval period. So this is known as the Qutbuddin Aibak. And remember, Qutbuddin Aibak was a very generous king. That is why he is known as the Lakpak. Lakpak means who give money in terms of lakhs, donation. Okay, so many donations was given by this person. That's why he is known as the Lakpak. Lakpak. And remember, the famous Qutb Minar in Delhi. The famous Qutb Minar which is located in Delhi, was constructed by Qutbuddin Aibak. In short, Qutbuddin Aibak began the construction of Qutb Minar in memory of a Sufi saint known as Qutbuddin Bakhtiyar. Okay, this is so important. Qutb Minar in Delhi was constructed in the name of Qutbuddin Bakhtiyar, who was a Sufi saint. This is too important from India's point of view. Why have Qutb Minar been built in Delhi by Qutbuddin Aibak in memory of a Sufi saint known as Qutbuddin Bakhtiyar? Okay, this is a short story of this king, Qutbuddin Aibak. And remember, he died in the year 1280. He died in the year 1280. Jauhan or Bolo. Okay. He fell down while playing Jauhan or Bolo, a favorite sports of his king. He fell down and he passed away while playing Bolo or Jauhan. Often asked, which king died while playing Jauhan or Bolo? It was Qutbuddin Aibak. So we will end up here. Okay, this is known as the first king of the slave dynasty. Next topic. He introduced the silver danga. Okay, next king, Samsuddin al-Muj. He is the next king of the slave dynasty, and he was a slave of Qutbuddin Aibak again. Okay, so Qutbuddin Aibak, when he died, he was replaced by his slave again, Samsuddin al-Muj. Remember, please write down class. He is the real founder. He is the real founder of the Delhi Sultanate. This is too important. He is the real founder of the Delhi Sultanate or the slave dynasty. And remember, he transferred the capital city. For him, his capital city was made at Delhi, not Lahore. Lahore was the official capital, but for him, he transferred the capital. My capital will be Delhi, not Lahore. This is too important for this king. And remember, he introduced two important things. He introduced a silver coins known as tanga. He introduced a silver coin, tanga, and copper coins known as the chita. He introduced the silver coin known as the tanga and copper coins known as the chita. This is too important from the ABC point of view. Yes, and remember, he organized 40 important intellectual people known as the nobles. I've been telling you, the nobles are going to play the most important role in the Delhi Sultanate. They are the chief advisor to the king. They can do anything. Okay, so he organized Chalisa, which means the group of 40 intellectual nobles are known as Chalisa. So write down, what is this Chalisa? It means a group of 40 intellectual people. Okay, 40 intellectual nobles who will help the king, advising in every field. So the Chalisa, the group of 40, was introduced by Samsuddin al-Muj. So this is the second important king, and remember, he completed the construction of Qutb Minar. Please write down. He is the king who completed the construction of Qutb Minar. Qutb Minar was started by yes class. Qutb Minar construction. It was Qutbuddin Aibak, but who completed it? It was completed by Samsuddin al-Muj. So this is too important. Who completed it was this person. Samsuddin al-Muj does not have a capable son. Okay, Samsuddin al-Muj does not have a capable son. So for the first time in the Delhi Sultanate, okay, a lady, women is going to obey the boss known as the Raja. Okay, she is the only lady to rule over India in the medieval period. This is so important. Raja Sultan is the only lady to obey the office of the king, because Samsuddin al-Muj does not have a capable son. So this is too important. So people protested against this. So he ruled for only a short period of time. Okay, and she was killed by the nobles. Okay, she is the first woman to rule over India in the medieval period, and because of that, the nobles killed her. Not secret. Okay, how can a lady rule over India or rule in a Muslim country, right? So she was killed again, but she ruled for 4 years, and she's the first woman to rule over India in the medieval period. Please write down Raja Sultanate. Okay, next important king. Ghiyasuddin Balban is the next important king. I am jumping up, okay? I am going to discuss only the most important king because this is a crash course. So I don't have much time to discuss. So remember, the next important king is Ghiyasuddin Balban. Okay, and this Balban, one of the most important slave king of India, has introduced a policy known as blood and iron. Blood and iron. Ghiyasuddin Balban has introduced a very important policy known as the blood and iron. And what is this blood and iron? It means I will shed blood. I will kill my enemies. Okay, with an iron hand. I will shed blood in India, and I will try to rule over India by iron hand. That means I'm going to be very aggressive, very harsh. Okay, I will try to kill all my enemies in a very just like a cruel manner. That is why blood and iron often asked. Blood and iron policy introduced by who? Ghiyasuddin Balban. And he has assumed that title known as Zain-i-Ilahi. Ghiyasuddin Balban has taken the name Zain-i-Ilahi, which means shadow of God. I am the representation of God in this world. That means you have to worship me, you have to respect me, you have to bow down before me. I am the representation of God in this world. That is what we mean by Zain-i-Ilahi. Next is Sijja. Sijja means prostration before the king. Sijja means prostration before the king. Sijja means you have to kneel down. Okay, you have to kneel down before the king, which means Sijja, prostration before the king. Next is Baibos. Baibos means you have to kiss the feet of the king. Again, you have to kiss once more. So that means you have to respect me. As a king, I am the representation of God. Zain-i-Ilahi. And as a king again, Baibos and Sijja, you have to come down. That means you have to kneel down. Okay, you have to kiss the feet of the king. So which means the kissing the feet of the monarch Baibos, Sijja. So he was a very powerful and harsh king of India that ruled over India from 1266 till 1289. And nextly, we have a weak king known as the Kaigaba. Okay, Kaigaba. Okay, Kaigaba is the last king of this slave dynasty. After this, he was martyred by the nobles. Then comes the Khilji. Okay, we will discuss the next king. That is the Khilji dynasty. This is the end of this slave dynasty. So with this basic information, I wish you at least get 2 to 3 marks from this small topic. Alright. Next dynasty. Khilji dynasty is the second dynasty of the Delhi Sultanate that ruled over India. And this Khilji dynasty was founded by Jalaluddin Khilji, an old man. Okay, an old man. Jalaluddin Khilji founded the Khilji dynasty, and he was very old when he became the king. And remember, it is the shortest dynasty that ruled in the Delhi Sultanate. Khilji is the shortest dynasty that ruled over the Delhi Sultanate. Here, I'm going to discuss about one important king known as Alauddin Khilji. Alauddin Khilji. Alauddin Khilji. Please write down, class. Alauddin Khilji became the king in the year 1296 and ruled till 1316. 1316 AD. Alauddin Khilji is the most important king of the Khilji dynasty. The Delhi Sultanate reached its highest point during the reign of Alauddin Khilji, and known as the second Alexander of India. Alauddin Khilji is known as the second Alexander of India because he was too powerful. Okay, and remember, Alauddin Khilji will introduce so many reforms. So let's see some of the most important reforms introduced by Alauddin Khilji during his reign in India. Alauddin Khilji is one of the famous Delhi Sultanate king because he introduced so many reforms. First reforms he introduced right after he became the king was he introduced the Jira and Tak. Jira and Tak. Okay. That means, see, every commanders of the king was supposed to maintain some soldiers. Okay, and horse. Every commander, suppose I'm an army officer, so I have to go to war. So the king will ask you, you have to maintain some soldiers and horses, and you have to supply me when we are going to war. So this is known as, just like as an army officer, we have a responsibility. So what I want to tell you is that, horse. Okay. Alauddin Khilji asks his commander, every of your horse, your name should be written in the back. This is very important. He is very clever king. All the names of your, in all the horses, you should have your name. Suppose Mr. A has 50 horses, so Mr. A name should be written in the horses. So that, the commanders of the army during the Delhi Sultanate were very much clever. They try to the king will say, okay, Alauddin Khilji will tell you, you have to maintain 50 horses. But that commander will never maintain 50 horses. In fact, he will borrow from his friend and supply to the king when the demand asks you 50 horses. So he wants to stop this. He wants to stop this defective, just like this. Alauddin Khilji wants to stop this illegal way of transferring the horses. Because of this reason, that means your horses, in your horse, your name should be written in the back. And every soldier should also have descriptive role of the soldier. Jira means descriptive role of soldier. As a soldier, I should know what I have to perform. Okay, as a soldier, I should know what kind of activities I have to perform. So, see, Jira means descriptive role of every soldier. Every soldier should know their duties. This is very important. Next is, he introduced a policy known as kingship knows no kingship. What is this? What is this kingship knows no kingship? Kingship knows no kingship means, I'm a king, he's my brother, but if he commits a crime, when I'm delivering justice, no mercy. Okay, if he's my brother, I won't kill him because I'm going to be very strict. No partiality. No partiality should be there when you are giving judgment. That is what we mean by the basic name. Kingship knows no kingship. Kingship knows no kingship means, while delivering the justice, the king will never practice any kind of partiality. He might be your friends, he might be your wife, he might be your brother. No, everyone should face the same punishment. Okay, no partiality. So too important. Next is, he issued 4 ordinances. Okay, Alauddin issued 4 ordinances. Please write down. Alauddin issued 4 ordinances. Let's see what are the 4 ordinances he issued in India. Alauddin is the only king of Delhi Sultanate who issued the 4 ordinances. So let's see what are the 4 ordinances. Number 1. The first ordinance aimed at the confiscation of his religious endowment. First ordinance issued by Alauddin says that whatever donation the king has given to the people, it should be restored back again. That means he's asking all the land which has been given to the churches and all. Okay, it should be restored back to the king. Second ordinance. The second ordinance reorganized the spy system. Too important. The spy is too important. The second ordinance reorganized the spy system of the Delhi Sultanate. Third ordinance issued by Alauddin says that wine should be prohibited. The drinking of wine in the court. Okay, you should not drink wine in the court. This is the third ordinance issued by him. And the fourth ordinance issued by him says that the the nobles should not intermarry without his permissions. The nobles in general should not intermarry without the permissions of Alauddin Khilji. So these are the 4 ordinances. First is religious donations given, the land given to the religious purpose should be restored back. Second is He reorganized the spy system. Thirdly, he prohibited the consumption of wine in the court. And fourth is, the nobles should not intermarry without his permission. So these are some of the most important events that occurred during the reign of Alauddin Khilji. And Alauddin Khilji is the greatest king of the Delhi Sultanate. Alauddin Khilji is the greatest king of the Delhi Sultanate, and he is the person who is known as the second Alexander of India because of his military success. Please remember, Alauddin Khilji, the greatest king of the Delhi Sultanate, the highest land were captured during his reign. The dynasty reached its zenith, the topmost point during the reign of Alauddin Khilji. So these are some of the basic important things you have to remember from NBC point of view. Okay, from NBC point of view. Okay, next, the most important topic, okay. Here, we will discuss about the Doghlak dynasty. Okay, Muhammad bin Doghlak. Next dynasty is the Doghlak dynasty. So, please write down. Uh, Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq. Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq is the founder of the Tughlaq dynasty. And remember, it was the Tughlaq dynasty which ruled over the longest period of time in India among the Delhi Sultanate. Among the 5 Delhi Sultanate, it was the Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq. Okay, it was the it was the Tughlaq which ruled over the maximum period of time in India. So please write it down, the Tughlaq dynasty. And this dynasty was founded by Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq. But here I am going to discuss only about 2 important kings, Muhammad bin Tughlaq and Firuz Shah Tughlaq. So first is Muhammad bin Tughlaq. Please write, class, write most controversial king of India, or most controversial medieval king of India, because of his mixture of opposites, often known as the mixture of opposite. Okay. NPC might ask this kind of a question. Who is this Muhammad bin Tughlaq, known as the mixture of opposite? Because of 5 reasons. Muhammad bin Tughlaq is known as a mad king, okay, because of 5 reasons. Muhammad bin Tughlaq is the most controversial ruler of India because of 5 reasons. Okay. Known as the mixture of opposite. This is too important. Muhammad bin Tughlaq, the nickname is mixture of opposite. And today I'm going to discuss about the 5 controversial things that he has done in India. Everything ended up in a failure. Okay, no success for him. Everything ended in a failure because of this reason. Number 1, the existence in Dawn. It's a region in North India, okay, especially the region of Punjab and Haryana. He tries to increase the taxes when there is a famine or the flood going on here. Okay, when people are suffering, he tries to increase the taxes. So considered as a mad king. The first in the year 2026. The first controversy. Second is transfer of capital. He tried to transfer capital from North India. Capital is Lahore, but he tries to transfer to South India, especially in the state of Maharashtra. Okay, Divagiri is the place where he transferred the capital. And Divagiri, he changed the name into Daulatabad. This is too important. It's a very important place in present day Maharashtra. But he came to the conclusion that I cannot move over North India from South India. Again, he tried to transfer to Lahore, but it was too late. So this is too important. Muhammad bin Tughlaq transferred the capital of India from Lahore to Divagiri, and he gave it a name was Daulatabad in Maharashtra, but it was too late for him. Ended in a failure. Second, third, token currency 1329. He tries to introduce a new currency in India, but it again ended in a complete failure. 1329 is too important. Next is corruption. Corruption means it's a very important place in present day Iran. He tries to invade Iran, but when his soldier tried to march on again, he said stop. 1332 is the time when he tried to go to Khurasan, because in Khurasan there was instability going on. That's why he wants to take a situation. He wants to invade, but when his soldier tried to go, he said stop. So 1332 again, it's a controversy again. So he's considered a mad king. Last is Kaurajal. It's a present day. It's in Himalaya region. Okay, especially in China region. In the year 2033, he invaded the Kaurajal regions. Firstly, it was a successful one, but in the main period, initially he achieved some success, but in the main war, he almost lost many of his soldiers. So all these 5 invasions, it was a failure. That's why he's known as the mad king of India, or mixture of opposite. But on one side, he was a very clever, and just like he has the brain. Okay, he was one of the most important king of India, known as the medieval king, known as the Muhammad bin Tughlaq. Mixture of opposite, most controversial king, or a mad king, mixture of opposite, because of this reason. And he ruled from 1325 till 1351. And after this, we will have last important king of the Tughlaq, who ruled for the longest period, that is the Firuz Shah Tughlaq. His cousin now. His cousin will become the king of India. Okay, after the death of Muhammad bin Tughlaq. Yes. Let's see this king. Next is Firuzshah Tughlaq. Okay, Firuzshah Tughlaq is a famous king of the Delhi Sultanate who ruled from 1351 till 1388. And remember, next important king of India, Firuzshah Tughlaq. Okay, Firuzshah Tughlaq is famous in India because he introduced 4 types of taxes. Garash. Garash means land, revenue. Okay. Garash means land, revenue. Second is Khams. Khams means tax on booty. You go to war and you capture some enemy property. That is known as you bring something from your enemy, right? You went to a war, you won the war, so you capture some property. So from there, the king will take a few amount of percent, known as the khams, tax on booty. And next is jazizya. It's a tax on non-Muslim. Please write down class. Jazizya is a tax on non-Muslim. Since we are rolling over India, India is the land of Hindus. So we will take a tax from the non-Muslim, that is the Hindus. So it's a harsh king, very infamous, okay, because he's done this. Jazizya, a tax on non-Muslim. And next is zakat. Zakat, which means tax on property. If you are a rich man, they will tax you. Okay, zakat. And this is the 4 taxes he has introduced in India. Next is Taiwan High Garage. What is this? What is this Taiwan High Garage? It's a department. It's a small department started by Firuzshah Tughlaq for the marriage of the poor girls. Suppose I'm a girl, I'm a poor man's son. Okay, suppose I'm a daughter, my father doesn't have anything for my marriage. So for this marriage, the king will sponsor you, known as the Diwanai department for the marriage of the department, a small department for the marriage of the poor girl of the last name is Diwanai Karat. After this, he passed away. Okay, so now this king is too important. Firuzshah, then come the Shahid dynasty. Okay, Shahid and Lodi dynasty. Remember, 1398 is very important. 1398 is very important in the history of the medieval period because here Timur from Central Asia, a powerful king from Central Asia came and destroyed India. Okay, from Central Asia. But remember when this Tughlaq was ruling over, he invaded India. Timur invasion 1398. Timur invasion the year 1398. But what happened is that Timur never ruled over India. He has nominated the nobles again. Again, a rich man and nobles. Okay, he has nominated the nobles before he left India. So let's see that person, and he will found another new dynasty, another Delhi Sultanate known as the Shahid dynasty. So let's see. Remember? Genghis Khan, he is the person who was nominated by Timur before he left India. Timur never tries to rule over India. In fact, he has nominated a person. He just come, blundered, take the will, and he went back. So, he nominated a noble known as Genghis Khan. And Genghis Khan founded a dynasty known as the Shahid dynasty. Okay, Shahid dynasty. And remember, this small dynasty also ruled from 1414 till 1450 AD. This is too important. This is too important from the English point of view. And remember, this is the minor dynasty. Just remember the name. Who founded Genghis Khan? In the year 1414, they ruled till 1450. And Alam Shah. Alam Shah is the last ruler of this dynasty. Alam Shah is the last ruler of this dynasty, and he resigned. Alam Shah resigned because again, the nobles protested against him. Okay, the nobles in general have protested against him. That's why he resigned in favor of Pahlavi Lodi. And again, Pahlavi Lodi founded the Lodi dynasty. First Afghan dynasty. Okay, first Afghan dynasty. The role in the Delhi Sultanate. They are all Muslim, but it's from Afghan dynasty, Afghanistan. Okay, so Pahlavi Lodi, he founded the Lodi dynasty. So this is how they will just like one will replace the other. No confusion. So Pahlavi Lodi founded the Lodi dynasty in the year 1451. Here, we will discuss one more important king. The Lodi dynasty was founded by Pahlavi Lodi, the first Afghan dynasty to rule over India in the Delhi Sultanate, the last dynasty, and this is the last Delhi Sultanate. And here comes, we will discuss the last important king, known as the Sikandar Lodi. Remember, next important king is Sikandar Lodi. Sikandar Lodi is the last king of the Delhi Sultanate. Please write down, Sikandar Lodi is the last king of the Delhi Sultanate, and he was the last ruler of the Lodi dynasty. Remember? Sikandar Lodi is the last king of the Delhi Sultanate, and Daulat Khan Lodi. Daulat Khan Lodi is the cousin of Abraham Lodi. Okay, they are family members. Daulat Khan Lodi and Sikandar Lodi are cousins. But what happened is that Daulat Khan Lodi has developed a bad relationship with his cousin, known as the Sikandar Lodi. Because of this reason, Daulat Khan Lodi, he took the help of Babur. Okay, and Babur is a king from Central Asia. He is eagerly waiting. Babur is eagerly waiting to invade India. Okay, King Babur is eagerly waiting to invade India from Central Asia. So now opportunity has been given. Daulat Khan will be invited. Okay, you come. We will defeat our cousin. So both of them completely destroyed Sikandar Lodi. This is how the Delhi Sultanate come to an end. Sikandar Lodi was absolutely defeated by Daulat Khan and Ibrahim Lodi in the Battle of Panipat. In the first Battle of Panipat, which was fought in the year 1526 in present-day Haryana, Babur completely defeated Sikandar Lodi, and that is the end of the Delhi Sultanate. In this battle, laid the foundations of the Mughal dynasty in India. So as of now, I'm going to discuss about the Mughal dynasty today. Okay, how have the Mughal dynasty been established in India? Because of this reason. Babur defeated. I'm so sorry. I think I have missed out something. Okay, please remember. I'm so sorry. Okay. This Sikandar Lodi, he founded the city of Agra. Please write it down. Sikandar Lodi founded the famous city in India as of now, Agra. The city of Agra was founded by Sikandar. And remember, he was very much concerned about the land revenue. Okay, so for him, he introduced Sikandar Yard. Sikandar Yard. And this Sikandar Yard means it's 32 digits for measuring the land, cultivated land. The land will be measured by this. See, what is this Sikandar Yard? What is this Sikandar Yard? It's just like it is a Sikandar Yard. Okay, just like it is a land revenue measurement introduced by Sikandar. And remember, I'm so sorry. It was Ibrahim Lodi. Ibrahim Lodi is the last king of the Delhi Sultanate. I'm so sorry, okay? It was not Sikandar Lodi. It was Ibrahim Lodi who is the last king of the Delhi Sultanate. Remember? As I been telling you, Daulat Khan Lodi. His cousin, Daulat Khan Lodi. Daulat Khan Lodi. Okay. This Daulat Khan Lodi, he developed a bad relationship with Ibrahim Lodi, with his cousin. And Ibrahim Lodi is the last king of the Delhi Sultanate. Because of this reason, Daulat Khan Lodi invited Babur from Central Asia. Okay, Babur is there. Babur is eagerly waiting. Babur is waiting for the opportunity. I want to invade India. I want to rule over India. So in this condition, it was Daulat Khan Lodi who invited. Since I had a bad relationship with my cousin Ibrahim Lodi, let us kill him. Okay, and we will establish the dynasty. This is how Mr. Babur, the king, he defeated Ibrahim Lodi in the first battle of Panipat on 21st April 1526. And this laid the foundations of the Mughal dynasty in India. So please write down, it was the first battle of Panipat which laid the foundations of the Mughal dynasty in India. And remember, it was the second battle of Tarin and the battle of Jandawar that laid the foundations of the Delhi Sultanate in India. And every battle, even the Hindus, even the British will have a battle which will lay the foundation of their role in India. So for Muslim, we have two. Second battle of Panipat and the battle of Jandawar laid the foundations of the Delhi Sultanate in India, whereas the first battle of Panipat laid the foundations of the Mughal dynasty in India. So from here we will discuss about Babur, Akbar, Jahangir. Okay, all these people will discuss as of now. Okay, we will start with the next topic. That is the in this Mughal dynasty, I will discuss about Babur, his son Umayyad, his son Akbar, his son Jahangir, his son Shah Jahan, and his son Aurangzeb. Aurangzeb is the last powerful king of the Mughal dynasty. Please write down. It was Babur who founded the Mughal dynasty, and it was Aurangzeb who was the last important king. Okay. Next, I want to tell you something. Capital was same. It was Lahore. Lahore was the capital city of the Mughals. Persian was the official language of the Mughals, and their religion was Islam. And same thing, they demanded 1/3. They demanded 1/3. Okay, of the British land revenue. I'm talking about land revenue. What was the demand of the land revenue of the Mughals? Same with the Delhi Sultanate. They are all Muslims, so it's gonna be 1/3. Okay, ratio is too important. It's gonna be 1/3. It's gonna be 1/3. So today I will discuss about these important battles. Okay, we will discuss some important battles. So just write the chronology once. Babur ruled from 1556 till 1530. Humayun from 1530 till 1556. Akbar 1556 till 1605. Jahangir 1605 till 1627. Shah Jahan from 1658 till 1658. And Aurangzeb, the last powerful king, ruled from 1658 till 1707. So by this time, the last king, the British will come. Okay, so after this, the Mughal dynasty will come to an end in the years 1858. 1858 is the time, okay, where just for namesake, but they were rolling till 1858. Last time, 1858, and the last king of the Mughal dynasty is Bahadur Shah. Bahadur Shah II is the last king of the Delhi Sultanate. I'm so sorry, the Mughal dynasty and the revolt of 1857, we all know. The first Indian War of Independence occurred during this king, Bahadur Shah II. Okay, so Bahadur Shah II is the last king of the Delhi Sultanate, the Mughal dynasty. And after this, we came across the reign of the, almost by this time, the British are ruling over India. Okay, so after this, we will see the coming of the British, the modern India. So modern India, we will start from Saturday. Okay, so as of now, we will see some important battles, some important events which took place during the Mughal dynasty. Let's first see the Mughal dynasty. Some important facts, especially for these prelims. Okay, some important facts, because facts is too important for this point of view. Ibrahim Lodi the first battle of Panipat and laid the foundation of the Mughal dynasty, but he ruled for only 4 years. He ruled for only 4 years, but he fought 4 important battles. First battle of Panipat, battle of Kanwa. In the battle of Kanwa, which was fought in the year 1527, he defeated Rana Shanga. Please write it down. Rana Shanga was defeated by Babur in the battle of Kanwa. And in the battle of Chandari, which was fought in the year 1528, he defeated Mitinirai. And in the last battle, battle of Kakra, it was Babur who defeated Muhammad Shah. So these are the 4 important battles that he fought during his short period of 4 years. After this, unfortunately, while climbing down the library, okay, he fell down. This is so important. The only Mughal king who died while climbing down the library, it is Babur. Okay. Okay. Baburi is an autobiography, and it was written by him. Autobiography is a book written by himself. Okay, so Baburi is an autobiography of Babur written by him. In which language? Turks. Okay, it was written in the Turks language. So this is important. After this, he passed away. He ruled for only 4 years. He founded the Mughal dynasty by fighting the first battle of Panipat that laid the foundation of the Mughal dynasty, and he fought this 4 important battle and he passed away because he fell down from the library. Remember, Qutbuddin Aibak is the person. Qutbuddin Aibak is the person who died while playing polo, Jauhan, and this is the person who died while climbing the libraries. And with this, we'll discuss about his son, Humayun. Okay, Babur died in the year Humayun is the son of Babur. See, unfortunately, Humayun, he ruled for almost just like please remember, he became the king in the year 1530, but unfortunately, he fought 2 important wars. He almost lost all the war. Battle of Jauza and Battle of Kanuj. He fought 2 important with Sher Shah, the Afghan ruler. Sher Shah is the Afghan ruler, okay? So unfortunately, he lost the war. So if I lost the war, I have to run away, right? So even though Humayun became the king, he almost ruled for 26 years, but no, nothing important happened because he lost 2 wars, so he has to run away. Battle of Jauza and Kanuj. In these 2 battles, it was Sher Shah who defeated Humayun very badly. He ran away. So this is too important, and he ran away and stayed in the country known as Iran, Persia. Persia is the only of Iran, and he stayed in Persia, in Iran. After that, he came back and he passed away in the year 1556. So while he was wandering, while he was outside the country, a son was born, known as the greatest king of India. Akbar. Okay, I'm going to discuss about the Akbar. We will most focus on this topic. Muhammad Jalaluddin Akbar Ghazi Padshah. Akbar, the full name is this one. Muhammad Jalaluddin Akbar Ghazi Padshah. Okay, this is the full name of Akbar, the King Akbar, the greatest king of the medieval India. Akbar is as powerful as Ashoka. Okay, so this king is too important. So today, majority of the Mughal questions will be based on Akbar. So today, I will just give you some important events which occurred, or some of the important things that is done by this the famous king, the Akbar the Great. Okay, Akbar the Great. So remember, when he became king, he was too young. Okay, he was too young. Because of that reason, Akbar was too young. Because of that reason, he needed a guardian. For you, you need a guardian, right? When you're too young. So, Parimgan is the famous guardian of Jalaluddin Muhammad Akbar. So, Parimgan is the most important guardian of Akbar. Often asked in NBC, too important. NBC will ask this kind of question. Just like this guardian. Second Battle of Panipat. The second Battle of Panipat was fought between Akbar and Himu. Okay, the Afghan ruler. Himu is the Afghan ruler. However, Akbar was too young. So it was not Akbar, but it was Barimgan who represented the second Battle of Panipat. This is too important. The second Battle of Panipat in Haryana was fought between Akbar and Himu. Himu is the Afghan general. However, Akbar never led the war. It was led by Barimgan, his guardian. This is going to be asked in English. So please write down the second Battle of Panipat. The second Battle of Panipat. Okay. Akbar fought the second Battle of Panipat on 5th November 1556. But however, the Hindu general Himu was badly defeated and slain by Barimgan. And this ended the Afghan Mughal dynasty conflict now. Now the Afghan were chased out from India. Okay, now Akbar became the absolute ruler of India. One more battle is going to fight. Okay, please write down the Battle of Haldigati, which was fought in the year 1576 between the king Akbar and Rana Pratap. Okay, often asked in NBC. The Battle of Haldigati was fought in the year 1576 between Akbar and Rana Pratap, the Rajput rulers. Okay, in this battle also, it was Akbar who defeated Rana Pratap very badly. Battle of Haldiga defeated 76. But here again, it was not led by Akbar. Who led the war? Mansingh. And Mansingh is the most trusted general of Akbar. Like Dansingh. Okay, like Dansingh. Dansingh and Raja Dudarmal. Okay. Might be asked in BC, who is Dansingh? The famous musicians of Akbar in the Akbar court. And Raja Dudarmal is the famous revenue officer of King Akbar. And it was Mansingh who defeated Rana Pratap in the Battle of Haldigati, which was fought in the year 1576. This is a two famous battle. After this, he became the supreme ruler of India. So now, the most important thing is, what is more important is the events. What has Akbar done in India? Okay, what has he done? So firstly, remember, Akbar is the real founder of the Mughal dynasty. Second point, Akbar is the first Mughal king who separated religion from politics. Religion and politics should be separated. So it was the Akbar who said that, or who first separated between religion and politics. Third thing, he gave one language to India, that is Persia. He gave one language to Indians, that is Persia. That is Persia. And now I am going to give you just like the good things that Akbar has done to the people of India in general. Alright. See, Akbar, the greatest king, the real founder of the Mughal dynasty in India, is too important because of this reason. He built the Ibadat Khana. Ibadat Khana means it is a place where people will come for worship. Okay, for those people who wants to worship their own religion, you can come here and you can pray. Next is, he abolished, very good king, he abolished the pilgrimage tax, jizya tax. That is important. Akbar abolished two taxes. Pilgrimage tax in the year 1563, jizya tax in the year 1564, and we all know jizya tax was a tax on the non-Muslims, and it was introduced by Firoz Shah, and it was abolished by this king. So with this, we have came across the end of this King Akbar. Okay, King Akbar. And remember, next is Jahangir. Jahangir. Okay, please remember, in the year 1580, King Akbar introduced one revenue system in India. King Akbar has introduced one revenue system in India, known as the Bandobash, known as the Zabti, known as the Dashala system. Same. Bandobash, Dashala or Zabti system are same, which was introduced in the year 1580, and it is just a kind of a revenue collection system. Okay, it's a revenue collection system introduced by King Akbar. Dashala, Bandobash or Zabti system, same. And remember, this 1580, the year is important, 1580. And next is Jahangir. Next is Jahangir. important king is Jahangir. Jahangir is the son of Akbar. And the important events that occurred during the reign of Jahangir is two Englishmen, William Hawkins and Thomas Roy. William Hawkins and Thomas Roy came to the court of Jahangir. Okay. Thomas Roy and William Hawkins came to the court of Jahangir. And tried to stay in the court of Jahangir. Thomas Roy and William Hawkins are ambassador coming from England. James I of England. James I is the king, and it was the James I, the king of England, who sent Thomas Roy and William Hawkins to the court of Jahangir for trade licenses. Okay, this too is important. Sent by James I, the king of England. Now slowly the British will come and try to capture India, and they will capture India. And remember, Jahangir is important because the painting reached its zenith point during the reign of Jahangir. Painting as was the mosque building, and painting reached its zenith during the reign of Jahangir. So remember, okay, Jahangir in India is too famous because he established a very important department known as Zanjari Adal. That means he is very strict in the administration of justice. Whether it might be his wife, his son, his relative, while keeping justice, no partiality. So, Zanjari Adal, it's a department, it's a small department. Zanjari Adal is a small department started by Jahangir, too famous for justice, known as the chain of justice, deliverance of justice. Okay, so this is important. He established his department. Remember, his son Khusrau. Khusrau is one of the son of Jahangir, who wants to kill his father, Jahangir. Khusrau is a son of Jahangir who wants to kill his father. So he tried to kill his father. Okay, and he was helped by Guru Arjan Dev. Guru Arjan Dev, the Sikh guru. Guru Arjan Dev helped Khusrau, tries to kill Jahangir. But unfortunately, Jahangir was safe. Jahangir was not killed. Because of this reason again, it was Jahangir who killed Guru Arjan Dev, because he supported his son. So this is so important. Who was the Sikh Guru who was killed by Jahangir? It was Guru Arjan Dev. And this is just a small and basic introduction about Jahangir. Okay, this is a crash course, so I'll be keeping only this much. During the regular classes, if you want to attend after the preliminary point of view, we're going to start just like the new pages on November 11. Okay, on November 11. Now, so if you want to enroll in the regular classes, it's up to you. We are almost ready. Okay, we can at least give you 30-40 classes, which will be very much helpful before your preliminaries. November 9. So if you want to enroll also, it's up to you. But if you want to join this coaching again, once more, with just 20K for the whole year, 1 year, come and join on November 11. Okay, and you have to register now. Please register this month and you come on November 11. From November 11, the new batch will come on. So it's just important. Okay, as of now, you just focus on this as a small thing. Shah Jahan. Okay. The next king is Shah Jahan. Shah Jahan is the son of Jahangir, and he became the king in the year 1658, and he ruled till 1658. The reign of Shah Jahan is famous because of architecture. Okay. Architecture. The top level, the highest point in the field of architecture was reached during the reign of Shah Jahan. During the reign of Shah Jahan, the highest point in the field of architecture was reached because we all know Taj Mahal was built. Taj Mahal was built in memory of his wife Mumtaz Mahal. Mumtaz Mahal. Often asked in BSc, why was Mumtaz? What is this Mumtaz Mahal? Mumtaz Mahal is the wife of Shah Jahan. In memory of his wife, he loved his wife so much. That's why Mumtaz Mahal. That's why the Taj Mahal was built. Remember, Taj Mahal was designed by Ustad Hamid Lahori. Please write down. Often asked in BSc. It was Ustad Hamid Lahori. It was Ustad Hamid Lahori who designed the Taj Mahal. And Taj Mahal is the famous architecture of India. The zenith, the topmost point, was reached in the reign of Shah Jahan. The highest point in the field of architecture was reached during the reign of Shah Jahan. And it was Shah Jahan who defeated the Portuguese. Shah Jahan defeated the Portuguese. Please write it down. Okay. Shah Jahan defeated the Portuguese. So this is all about the basic introduction of his Aurangzeb, Shah Jahan. And the last king will be the King Aurangzeb. We will end up in this topic, the King Aurangzeb. Okay. King Aurangzeb. Okay, the next is the greatest king is Aurangzeb. Okay, remember, Aurangzeb is the son of Shah Jahan. Aurangzeb ruled from 1658 till 1707. And remember, he is the most controversial king of the Mughal dynasty because he was too harsh. Okay, he was too harsh. He tries to use forced conversion. He was a Muslim. He wants to impose a tax, reimpose Jazizya tax. After removing Aurangzeb, again reimbursed the Jazizya tax in the year 1679. So people were dissatisfied with him. Okay, he tries to rule India by force. He's a Muslim, the worst king of India. Okay, he's too harsh. Because of that reason, the downfall has started. And he fights with the Marathas. Okay, Marathas is in India, just like the guerrilla warfare. Too famous, just like the northeastern state. Okay, during those days in the Maharashtra, it was a hilly areas surrounded by forests. So a king known as Shivaji. Tomorrow topic is Shivaji. Shivaji, the greatest king of of the Marathas posed a serious challenge to Aurangzeb. Every time Aurangzeb tried to kill Shivaji, who was a indigenous ruler of Maharashtra, he was too powerful. Shivaji was too powerful. Because of this reason, the Marathas are Indians in the present day Maharashtra. Every once, just like Marathas. One of the most important reason why Mughal dynasty declined in India after Aurangzeb is because during the reign of Aurangzeb, he spent lots of time fighting against Marathas, which he never defeated. Okay, because of this reason, one of the most important reason. Next is he was a very harsh king. He imposed jizya in the year 1629. And one of the most important thing is that the highest land, the largest territorial climax, the largest area was captured during his reign because he was too harsh. He wants to capture the area before, so he captured it. The highest lineage of the territorial climax reached during the reign of Aurangzeb. We'll end up with this one. And remember, Aurangzeb killed Guru Tesh Bahadur, another Sikh Guru. Guru Tesh Bahadur is too important because he was the Sikh Guru who was killed by Aurangzeb. Aurangzeb asked him, "You have to become a follower of Islam." But Guru Tesh Bahadur says that, "No, I'm a Sikh. I will never change my religion into Islam." Because of that reason, Guru Tesh Bahadur was killed. And these are all infamous things which was done by Aurangzeb. Because of all this, the dynasty declined. Please write it down in the bracket. Aurangzeb is the last most powerful king of the Mughals. And after this, we came across the weak rulers, known as the later Mughals. Bahadur Shah won their place. Aurangzeb, but not that powerful. And the last king is Bahadur Shah II. Bahadur Shah II is the last king of the Mughal dynasty. After this, the country is run over by the British now. We will see the coming of the British. So tomorrow, the last topic is Marathas. Okay, under Shivaji. This is a small topic, but every year, 2 questions will come from the Marathas. And we will also discuss a small dynasty in the South India, the Vijayanagara in the Bahmani kingdom, which emerges during Muhammad bin Tughlaq. We all know Muhammad bin Tughlaq was also one of the worst kings. So people protested the Indians, especially in the South India. So the Bahmani in the Vijayanagara kingdom emerged during the reign of Muhammad bin Tughlaq. So Marathas and this we will discuss tomorrow. As of now, see, it is just a small talk. I have taken around just 2 hours. Okay, so with these 2 hours, I hope at least 5 to 6 questions. At least we can expect 6 questions out of 10. Okay, and if you can memorize all this, 6 questions is short out of 10. And tomorrow at least another 2 questions you can expect from these 2 topics. So I'm telling you, medieval is the best where you will score. Medieval, I think you can get around 10 to 15 questions. Minimum 10, maximum 15. So in this, at least 8 questions. Okay, be sure of it. Today at least 6, and tomorrow at least 2. This is how we will just reach the cutoff. As I've been telling you, I'm not just like, it's not that I know everything, but 18. Okay, out of 40, history will come for 40, so at least 18. 18 can be your pass mark in history without negative. Okay, without negative 18. And if you're too strong, history, you can even score 35. 35 plus or 35. 35 you can score. If you are too exceptional, you want to study, you are from history background, you really want to study everyday history, for those people, 35 is also possible. And for those people who are too weak, never want to study just to break a PC exam, you can. So it's okay. Try to study from Lucene as of now, and some of these my notes. You just compile it, try to get at least 18. Okay, 18. And I wish you the best of luck. And we will see you tomorrow. As of now, we just have 4 weeks, 28 days to go for NPC prelims. So now we have to give your best. You have to sit for at least minimum 10 hours. Okay, 10 hours you have to stay now. You can watch this YouTube for just 2 hours, but this 10 hours you have to sit. So that you are one of those people who will sit for at least that 1,400 NPC seats, the men's to go for men. So best of luck, class.